Hello there guys, I'm Vikrant and you're watching CGA Pick. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sci-fi low poly building. So I will just enable screen cache key so that you can see what I'm pressing properly. So I have kept the default cube on the 3D cursor. Now I'll just enable screen cache keys so that you can see which button I'm pressing. Now I will just go ahead and press object set origin and origin to 3D cursor. Before doing that, I will just make a I'll just block out the scene so that we don't have difficulties later. I'll just change it to scale or origin on 3D cursor. Now I just blocked out kind of the scene. Now we can go ahead and add in the bevel modifier. So we'll keep the bevel the amount of the bevel high so that we can see what's going on, and I will also bevel these edges so that we get a stylized look. And I'll add in this bevel modifier. I'll press Ctrl A, apply all transforms, and you can see that it's a bit tiny, so I'll just go ahead and increase this. You can tell that increasing a bevel is not a good idea. So I'm just doing that to see if our topology is bad. Later we can't do the stylized look with the bevel. So I put a higher value of bevel so that we can get a better value. So I extruded this edges, and then I will just grab these on x-axis and then make a simple. I'll just block out the scene for now. I'll select these, press I to insert, somewhat like this. You can enable offset relative if it doesn't mess up the topology. If it does, don't enable it. Now you can go ahead and proceed to extrude and extrude it on z-axis, somewhat like this. And now we will add kind of like some windows and stuff. So I'll proceed to extrude and is to scale and add in some roof structure. It kind of looks like a arcade machine for now, but we will add in when we add details it would start coming together. So I'll proceed to extrude inwards and we can get that window look. Now I will increase the amount of bevel so that we can see what's going on in the scene. So we can easily get to know what's going on, and then we can add in more details and the bevel will not be messed up later. So now we will add in some roads and stuff. So I'll also add in insert over there and make it like a window. It looks kind of bad, so I'll press Ctrl Z so that we can get some better looks. So I'll press Ctrl Z now, and then I'll select these three faces over here, press I to insert, press Alt T to extrude along normals and do that inwards. Now it looks more like an arcade machine, but when we add in those doors it would look much more better. Now we can go ahead, you can also make it an arcade machine if you want. So now we can go ahead and add in those tiny details. I just made on some tiny pillars. If you can add them if you want. So this is just some simple modeling. So I will add in the door. I just give it kind of like a medieval look. So if you are going to do it fully sci-fi, you can go ahead and do that. But if we add in the insert, it would come like that. So we are gonna remove that insert and add in two loop cuts and scale them on y-axis. We will do somewhat like that. Go to face selection mode and press extrude manifold. If we do it the normal extrusion, you can see that there's this face around here which we don't want, so we should do extrude manifold, somewhat like this. And we'll add in one more loop cut over there and make like a sign for the door. So the bevel's kind of messed up. I will just increase it. Now we can go ahead and change it to face selection mode. Alt T extrude along manifold. Now we can go ahead and add in one more loop cut like this and make like a board. So I'll add two loop cuts and scale that on Z axis and grab that on Z axis now, and we are gonna make like a board. I feel the door is a bit too big, so I will scale that down now. So I'll E to extrude, I to insert, and press E to extrude again, so that we get like the board look for that which is on top of doors and stuff. Now we can I will just go ahead and increase the bevel value. So if we keep it to 0.01, you can see that there's a tiny bevel. We are gonna keep it like 0.04 or something to give that stylized look. So I'll just increase it now. So after you are done with the modeling, you can go ahead and change it to 0.01. Now over here we can go ahead and select this and grab that on Z axis, because I think it's a bit too tall. So I'll grab that on Z axis. Now it looks way more better, and then I will just make some windows for it so that it looks a bit more detailed. And these pillars are not actually necessary, I just did them for I wanted to go with the medieval look in the start, but later I made it a bit sci-fi. You can make them if you want, and if you don't want, you can not make them. So now I'll go ahead and press insert, and so a bit less insert. Now I will just go ahead and extrude this, and the if you do a tiny amount of insert, the bevel will get messed up. So do a bit the amount of the insert should be a bit bigger. Now you can go ahead and extrude it and like make a window. And if you want, you can also go ahead and make air conditioner and stuff. I'll just go ahead and save the file over here. If you want, you can save whatever you want. Now we can go ahead and make a air conditioner. So ignore the spiller stuff over here. So I will go ahead and hide our building and make a tiny air freshener, like a air conditioner, that like the box, which will give it the cyberpunk feel to it. Now I will just go to the top view and scale it on x-axis a bit, somewhat like that. Looks good. Now I'll go ahead and grab that on z-axis and put the origin at the bottom, so that we can scale that on z-axis and stuff. So I will add in a cylinder and give that cylindrical shape it has. You can go ahead and increase the vertices, because if you wanna go with kind of a high poly look. So I have decreased the vertices to 12. So I will grab that, and it looks pretty good for mine. So now I can go ahead and grab that on Z axis. So I'll go ahead and grab that on Z axis now. If you want, you can go ahead and select both the faces, or at the top and the bottom. Go ahead and insert it and then bridge them. So you can see that the insert is being messed up. So now I'll go ahead and press Ctrl A, apply scale, or even apply all transforms. So I'll insert it. I'm only inserting the top face. You can go ahead and insert both the faces and bridge them. So I will go ahead and add in the cube and add in those ridges on top of them. So I'll just do a time lapse of me doing it. Now after you do something like this, you can just duplicate the first 3 cubes and just paste them, because it will do our work easy instead of just scaling them all the time. So I will just duplicate them, then I'll just rotate them on Z axis of 180 degrees and grab them on Y axis, somewhat like this. So something like this looks good, and I will delete this cube over here. So I'll delete the faces, Now this air conditioner looks pretty good, so we will just add in the cubes to just add in some detail, and we will do the texturing part, putting some wires and adding in details in part 2. So you can do the texturing the with the Infanzia's palette. It's the gradient palette or any palette you want. It's really great. You can go check out his channel, and you can do it using PBR materials because the slow polish style also supports PBR materials. So you can also use substance painter for this. So this the air conditioner looks pretty good. So I'll press Alt H. I'll just grab this and press Alt H. So this is the our air conditioner. I'll just rotate it on x-axis 90 degrees and grab that on shift z axis over here, and grab that on z axis and scale that up a bit. We'll add the tubes and stuff connecting it, and we'll also add in the bevel so that it looks a bit more better. Now we can go ahead and add in the wires and stuff in the next episode. See you in the next part of the same tutorial. Subscribe, like and comment, and don't forget to watch my other videos. Thank you.